Hello, Jewelry Addicts. Good morning. I almost lost my phone. It almost went kaput, and you would have seen a black screen, but I think I am live. Hello, hello. I'm going to share myself out as I wait for some Jewelry Addicts to jump in. This is our very early Founders Chat. It is 9 a.m. EST. I know that's quite early for our PST Jewelry Addicts. So if anyone is PST who jumps in, thank you for being up so early. Up and Adam, the early bird gets the worm, right? So I'm just going to share this out. And I know a lot of us will be watching the replay, which is what's so great about District, is that you can watch the replay. So as I share myself out here, let's see. Hi, Debbie. Join us for a 9 a.m. early bird Founders Chat. I guess that phrase early bird comes from the fact that birds start chirping so early in the morning. Does anyone know the history? I love history of idioms and phrases and things like that. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So I'm going to hopefully see a few more Jewelry Addicts pop in because it's always nice to have some conversations going. But this chat is designed for you to tune in live or watch the replay just to get pertinent announcements in a condensed way. I know that communication can be all over the place. We have general chat. We have my Facebook group. We have I'm trying to think what else we have. We have the announcements here in District. So it's nice to have a weekly place where you can tune in and hear what's relevant this week. So we're going to chat for about 30 minutes. It's 9:03. I'm actually here in New York City, and I do have to hop the train at 10. So that's why I had to change the whole Founders Chat time because I was booked for a private shopping tour last minute, which was great. But it starts at 11 and it takes an hour to get into the city. So hi, Gems and Treasures. Good morning. All right. Let me just let our general chat know. Join in to hear this week's announcements and weekend live sellers. Okay, so I just shared that out with the channel. So if you are tuning in, please say hello below. Let me know where you're tuning in from if you feel up for sharing your name. I don't know a lot of people's names here on District. I will oftentimes message you and say, hey, do you mind letting me know your name? Because all I see is your handle. Good morning, Cherie. And so I don't like calling people by Gems and Treasures. Hello, Gems and Treasures. I'm like, oh. But I understand it's nice because then you can be a little anonymous here on District. So first, I also want to know if you're in another marketplace. What is so wonderful about this platform is that you can sell in a ton of marketplaces in one place. So I think that really supports the seller because you can bring your customers between marketplaces. It creates a very collaborative environment for the marketplaces where all tides rise. And then you also have the opportunity to sell in multiple places per week. Here in Vintage Jewelry Addicts, I encourage our sellers to sell once per week. And that's just really because we're a smaller community and I don't like saturating. That's something I've just learned over the years is to start slow and grow and test the waters. And that's also designed to really help our sellers so that they're not doing too much as well and, potentially wasting their time. So if you are new to Vintage Jewelry Addicts, we host our live sales every weekend. And that is why I go live on Friday to tell you our schedule. And starting in July, which I had mentioned a few times, but starting in July on Wednesday mornings, we are testing 60-minute live sales. And so this is very much an EST designed morning. We're starting at 9 a.m. EST. So that's 6 a.m. PST and going until about 1 p.m. EST. I'm really curious how this will go. I've never hosted early live sales before. I think it could be potentially really awesome for those of us that feel the most alert in the morning. I know I do. I wake up and start working pretty much as soon as I get out of bed. Bad habits die hard, but that's just how I'm wired. And so I'm really, really excited about that. So that kicks off pretty much, I want to say the 2 days before 4th of July. I think it's July 3rd is our first Wednesday, July 3rd. But let's talk about this weekend, okay? I'm going to open up my calendar and shout out to Debbie Goetz, who is in the chat. She had a last minute sign up. I do support for any of our sellers, last minute signups, that's totally okay. If the spot is open, I'm prepared for you. We're prepared for you. What's so great about District is that, I don't necessarily have to be present on your live for you to go live. I obviously just want to make sure that if you're a new seller, you understand how to be live. But other than that, you guys can sign up 2 hours before if you want, if you feel comfortable with that. So really quickly, today is Friday, June 21st. I believe it's our first day of summer. Happy first day of summer. And we have Cassie of That Grace Life. She will be live tonight starting at 5:50 p.m. and she will wrap up by about 7:30. Cassie comes to us from Alabama. She has been a regular live seller here in the community. I simply adore her. She has great style, great pieces. She has, a wonderful voice. Like I could listen to it all night, and she loves kicking us off on Friday. So definitely tune in to her live sale or the replay starting tonight at 5:50. Now, some of you are probably like, Sammy, why do you start live sales at these random times? It's really because if we do have back-to-back sellers, it's designed for people to know when they're going to get rated, as well as to give them a couple of minutes so that they can wait and then they can start selling and get their full time. I try to give everyone 90 minutes for the weekend live sales slots, which I think is supportive. Hi, Real Beauty 915, welcome in. And again, if you guys are tuning in and you haven't said hello, please say hello. Let me know your name, where you're tuning in from. So yeah, the 90-minute live sales is really because I think that sometimes people come in and out in that 90-minute period and you re-show things. I see that a lot with our sellers. We absolutely support it. You don't have to show things once. It's not a one and done thing. If someone pops in and they're like, hey, that thing didn't sell, can you bring it to stage again? You can do that. And so that's why 90 minutes, I have seen it be advantageous because I've seen that happen where a seller will have new buyers toward the end of the sale and then make some sales with items that they've actually shown already. So Cassie's kicking us off. I'm getting off tangent here. We have a nice break, and then Amy McKenzie of South Jersey Mama, which is a great name. Okay, if you guys are familiar with South Jersey, it's a culture, and she will be live at 9:30 p.m. Now, our last sellers, and that's the 9:30 slot. I tell them, hey, sell until the cows come home. If you want to sell until 1 a.m, go for it. So that's a nice thing that when you sign up for our live sales, it does remind you about that. If you get that last slot, you can keep going. And that's just, again, because like, who knows who's going to pop in because of PST times, because of insomnia or what have you. Now, Amy sold up a storm. I would like to give Amy a shout out. Okay. Amy sold 5 items yesterday from her marketplace. And I hope you guys are feeling encouraged by me sharing what is selling if you are a seller, because we do have plenty of marketplace sales. This is a community that will give you, passive sales, I guess. You list and then one day someone might buy it, but you also have a platform and a marketplace that you can promote elsewhere. I will personally reach out to Amy. She's not on this founders chat, and just ask her, hey, have you been promoting? Has this just been because you have great items listed, just to get some insights from her? But I want to give her a personal shout out. So expect greatness tonight from Amy. So 2 live sellers tonight, guys. Again, I always announce with the announcements tab, but if you have your notifications turned on with your app, if you have an iPhone, you will get an alert that someone is live. If you have an Android, so sorry, I hope that app is coming soon. I haven't asked recently, but I'm sure it's a priority. If you have an Android, you're going to get an email. So the email will also let you know that there is a live seller on VintageJewelryAddicts.com. Okay, so tomorrow is the 22nd, which is my favorite number. Woohoo, 22. We do not have any live sellers signed up. So if you are interested, if you're a seller, and I will make an announcement about this. If you're a seller and you've done the onboarding and you are comfortable with live selling, and we're going to talk about the onboarding in a second, you can sign up. You can sign up today. You can sign up tomorrow. You can sign up tomorrow at 6 o'clock if you want to sell at 9:30. That is totally fine. Again, we can do the last minute bookings here on VintageJewelryAddicts.com. So no live sellers tomorrow. So we are looking for someone. I would normally take the spot, but I am here in New York City and just doing too much already. And I don't have jewelry inventory unless I want to sell my like personal pieces. So again, tomorrow night we don't have live sellers booked, but please book if you are interested. Okay, the 23rd, we have back to back to back to back, which is amazing. So we have Melody Jones. Melody is an incredible OG seller here on Mitch's Jewelry Addict. She's hosted many live sales. She is fantastic. She's out of Arizona. She's going to kick us off at 5:50. So again, she'll probably start selling around 6 o'clock. And then we have, who might still be in the chat, we have Debbie Goetz. She is of Gypsy Warrior, and she will be selling starting around 7:30, 7:40, and she will be rated by Melody. The rating and what that means is that if you are watching a live sale, that seller will end it and they have a button they can push to move to whoever is live currently in the platform. If there's multiple sellers live, they can choose who they want to raid. You can't raid between marketplaces. It's only within the marketplace, but it's great because we can continue to basically help you as the buyer know where to go to continue to shop from our sellers. So Debbie will be our 7:30, 7:40 slot. She'll wrap by 9:30. And then the amazing Kristen Keenley, who has just won my heart. She needs to have her own radio show program. She will be ending our weekend at 9:30. She swears that she is she has a hoarding problem with jewelry. She's very open about it. And so she has created a special theme. I forget what her theme is. She did message it to me for Sunday night. But again, she can sell into the wee hours of the morning if she's interested. And again, she's got some great items. I actually purchased some earrings from her that I can't get the box quite yet because it's in Baltimore, but I ordered these like beaded patriotic 4th of July earrings, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to wear them on the 4th of July. So we have in total we have 5 live sellers this weekend. 5 live sales this weekend. Again, if you can't watch the live sale, you can shop the replay. Here's the thing. I tell the sellers to convert their auctions to buy it now so that anyone who shops the replay can go into their marketplace and buy it now. That is something that I have to figure out a strategy to help support sellers so that when they've converted, they can let me know and I can promote them appropriately or help teach them how to promote themselves. Because again, those post-live sales are a part of the live sale process. So if you are a seller, don't think about just the selling, think about the post-selling, what you can do to take that work and to make it work for you. So is that sharing it with some like VIP clients? You guys know that you can message anyone here on District. So if you had 5 customers from your last live sale, let them know, hey, I went live. Here's the replay link. You can share that replay link with them. I'm pretty sure that you can also share the replay link anywhere else. Facebook, Instagram, email, if you guys just want to email people. And then also what's most important is our general chat here on District. So I have been promoting as much as I can in the general chat. I'm going to show this to you guys momentarily. Yeah, Cherie. Hi, Rachel. Rachel, you need an iPhone. So Android is unfortunately not available yet, but I'm hoping it becomes available. Okay, so guys, this is the general chat, and this is desktop. This is the best way for me to show you. It will look a little bit different on app. But if you click here, here's Kristen, butterflies and flowers. So that's her theme on Sunday night. So you guys can promote anything you want in general chat. I will not say no. If you want to say, oh, here's an item that I love and put the link and it's for sale in my marketplace, you can do that. If you want to write something about your upcoming live sale, you can do that. And that's why the general chat, everyone gets these notifications. If you post in sellers, it's only the sellers who are in the platform, which is about 200 of us, who get these notifications. We have a collector in search of chat, which I want to keep for those of us that are like, I'm looking for this. I'm curious if anyone has this. This was a post someone made. No, I'm sorry. I think the post was here. Yeah. Anyone have a necklace to match these Anne Klein earrings? That's a great example of an in search of post. And then if you guys aren't aware, there should on everyone's dashboard be a district support chat, and this is where you guys can go and you can ask questions. If your questions are not answered or you're still unsure, then please message me, because I can give you the personal email for the district support personnel, and you can CC me on it so we can expedite that. But most likely the answer will be in that district support chat, and the team is very much on top of it because they realize that technology can be finicky. I see we have a question. Yes, you can list. Thank you. Great question. To go live, it has to be an iPhone or iPad, so an Apple device currently. To list, you can list from anything. I think you can even list from Android Safari. It's just a little clunky. I would suggest from a tablet or computer. So here's how you do that. And this is a different direction, but I am happy to answer this question. So when you go on district, and I don't know if you are a accepted seller, Real Beauty 915, but once you become a accepted seller, you can go upper right-hand corner, new listing. And this is just confirming my return address. Okay, so you choose buy it now or auction. Auction is for a multi-day auction on the platform or a live sale auction. Buy it now is for a buy it now that you can bring to a live sale as an item available, but it will also post to the marketplace. And then you just go through the process, and we've got great tags for you, but you can, oh, I didn't know you could add videos. Oh, the videos is new. I need to make that announcement. Do you guys see this? You can add videos now. This is great. Hey, Cassie, we're ready for you tonight. I see that you're live. Okay, so here's a throwback photo of me. I'm 12. That's me. I'm 12. I'm in 6th grade. So let's just pretend that we are uploading this. You can zoom in, you can zoom out. We're going to save, and then you can actually add more. You're going to write your title, a description, skip variants. That's not really necessary for what we do, which is secondhand. You can put your item. We do recommend offers. You can turn that off if you want. And now the shipping, and this is something that I was going to go over, so I might as well discuss it right now. So shipping is really on you to determine the price. I'm going to give you some suggestions. I will admit that the shipping costs have gone up, and I have noticed that, and I think I've been underpricing some of my shipping, which is unfortunate because I realized it later. I'm like, I probably should have charged $5 for that, but I only charged $4. So with jewelry, I suggest $5 for a small item. You know, like let's say you're shipping, I'm trying to think, I wish I had jewelry on me. I don't have any jewelry. I mean, it's on me, but let's say you're like shipping these bracelets. If they fit in a 4x6 poly mailer, $5 is enough for domestic. If you want to ship something much bigger in, say, a 12x12 or a 14x14, it's probably wise to start at $8. Now, here's what you can do. And I'm going to put custom at 5 because they have 4, 8, 12. But if you want something in between, you have to actually choose that. I suggest progressive shipping. And I don't think that you guys saw that. It wasn't focused. Progressive shipping. You can do calculated shipping, but it's a lot more work per item. You have to put the weight, the dimensions of the package. I would do calculated shipping if you're doing something quite large. But with jewelry, you most likely aren't. With a handbag, possibly. But with jewelry, you're really mostly going to be doing a $5 start and then progressive shipping. Now, I've been doing $1 per additional item. You can refund this if you are overcharging. You can do $2 per additional item. You can even do 50 cents, which might even make a little bit more sense. And what this means is that when someone buys that first item, they're charged $5, and then every item after that, another 50 cents. Why do I like this? Because really, honestly, you never know when you're selling something to someone, and I'm going to move this on my face, if they're in Hawaii, if they're in California, and you might be in like North Carolina. So, you know, adding in that progressive shipping can cover the distance cost. It also gives you a little bit extra for your shipping supplies. But again, if someone's buying 10 pairs of earrings and the shipping ends up being like $9 and you're like, oh, it's still just 5 because I can put all 10 earrings in this 4x6, you can reimburse them. So shout out to Kristen Keenley. She reimbursed me and I was like, you didn't have to. I mean, I'm the founder. It's totally fine. I want to support you. And she's like, everybody gets a reimbursement when there's shipping overcharges. So again, this is part of your business best practices. Vintage Jewelry Addicts, we are here to support you in making the decisions that are best for your business, but we do not hold you responsible for following a certain set of directions. So you have the freedom to make the best decisions for you because each circumstance is going to be different. What I will also show you guys, which is what I wanted to show you. Well, you can also do free shipping. That's another option. I suggest free shipping if the item is expensive enough to justify it. So let's say the item is $150. It's a nice incentive to actually put free shipping. Now, Canada and worldwide is a whole, I should probably talk about this, is a whole other ballpark. I haven't noticed worldwide customers. So currently with District, you can ship to New Zealand or Australia or Canada. I don't think we have anyone from Australia or New Zealand. If that changes, if I notice that, I will let you guys know. We have some Canadian buyers. Canada is still very expensive. It's unfortunate. I wish it were cheaper. It's not so far away. I don't understand. But as a cross-border service, your best bet is charging a minimum of $12. That's a lot for jewelry, unfortunately. And then I have the progressive shipping on at $1 per additional item. You could do calculated shipping so that it's more exact. But again, from an honest point of view, you have to do the calculated shipping for Canada, every single item. And I don't think a lot of us have that time. So your best bet, you live in Maine, and I know, just because it's cross-border, it's something about the taxes. So, and some of our Canadian buyers are so wise, and they actually have an international box somewhere in like Maine or upstate New York, and then we ship it to that, or you ship it to that, and then it gets shipped to them in Canada. But if you are shipping directly to Canada, $12 starting is your best bet. Now, what I do is I use Pirate Ship, and I actually make the label there, and then I input the tracking, and I'm going to show you guys how I do that. I input the tracking into the seller dashboard shipment portal, which I'm about to show you guys. So don't worry, I know I'm kind of ahead right now. And I use Pirate Ship because I know that a pound or less is about $12. I think it's $11.99. With District, I think it's a little bit more. I am not 100% sure. Yes, Pirate Ship is the best. The thing about Pirate Ship, and if you guys are listening and you're like, oh my God, what the heck? Send me a message, is that you do have to ask their chatbot to give you the best international shipping rate. You have to go, hey chat, can I have simple export rate? And they will actually add it to your account. And that has helped me, especially with shipping to like the UK, to Australia. I feel like I've shipped to Brazil. I think I did that once, and it saves you so much money because essentially there's levels of, it's almost like shipping can be on sale. So Pirate Ship is giving you shipping on sale. When you go to the post office, you're paying full price always. And it's so much money. It is so much more money than if you use USPS.gov or PayPal or Pirate Ship, or I think there's something, I think stamps.com, there might be stamps.com or something. All of these third party shipping, and not even third because there's USPS.gov, but USPS.gov is cheaper than going to the post office. So I discourage the post office. Get a printer, get a, I forget what they're called, and I don't have mine, but I think it's like what is it called? It's with the sticky panels. I'm blanking on the name right now, but I've had one for 4 years or 3 years or something. It has saved my life. You can just use a printer, right? You just have to print it the right size for the 4x6 poly mailers. Dymo, I think that's the brand. Is it laser inkjet? No, it's thermal inkjet. I'm going to put it in the comment. Get yourselves a thermal inkjet for the 4x6 sticky paper, and you don't have to replace the ink. I think maybe like every 5 years you might have to replace the whole kit and caboodle because it might just kind of die naturally. Mine hasn't. So I made that one-time purchase. It was like $150 or $180. I haven't had to replace the ink. It's been incredible. I have to buy the sticky paper, but it's pretty reasonable. And then I just take it off, put it on. It's sticky. I wish I had it with me. Anyway, you guys can visualize. And this is all information so that you start to get an understanding of how to level up. You can always message me after this and I will try to hold your hand. Let's really quickly go to simple export rate, print on printer, and tape to package. And you know what, Sheree, that's fine. It works, right? I mean, that's all that matters. So Pirate Ship is essentially a pirate branded, it's hilarious, save up to 89%. It's insane. So you guys see this little chat bot? Once you create an account, you want to ask them here to give you the best international shipping rate. It's called Simple Export Rate, and they will add it to your account. And then what you do, I'm going to show you guys my world here. Hold on one second as I put in my password. Is that you make the international label here because you get the best cost. You copy the tracking and then you put that, and let me see. Okay, so here's an international to Canada. Here is our tracking. Copy. I go to the sale. Okay, so I go to the actual sale of the item. You guys just remember with desktop, this is your little hub. You click your photo and Seller Dashboard has everything you need, including list item. You go down to shipments. And this is where when you make your sales, you can create shipping labels internally, which I recommend. But with the Canadian shipping or international shipping, you're going to want to, and let me show you what I did. I actually refunded her on this. It's a very long story. But what I did is I inputted this tracking info here. And you need to do that so that you're paid faster. That enables you to be paid 48 hours after the item delivers. If an item does not have tracking inputted, or you don't ship with District, you ship, you go to the post office, you use Pirate Ship and just ship it off to the customer. It takes 10 days. And the reason you're still paid is because the customer hasn't created a case against you. So if you don't use the shipping tools on District and you ship elsewhere, you're still paid. It takes 10 days after the sale, or it's something like, I think it's like 10 business days. And the customer has to open a case against you to get a refund. And I think they can still do it after 10 days. But this is, I would prefer that you guys ship internally just so that we're not trying to figure out if you ship something, right? So again, with that international shipping, take that, take that tracking info and put it in Pirate Ship. Now, if you forget, it's okay. Again, you're still going to get paid, but the customer also doesn't get alerted. So the beautiful thing about District, right, is that you are, you're getting these automatic messages to the customer that are triggered by the fact, or activated. Trigger is such a harsh word. Activated by the fact that you're actually using the internal shipping of District or inputting the tracking numbers from elsewhere. And that's really good customer service. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Cassie. Cassie, who's on the chat. I have 2 individuals who have mod capabilities. And what that means is that they can block people from lives. Here's the thing, I'm not quite sure what else they can do. So that's something I need to teach myself, which is how can our mods better support your live sales? So that might be coming in like next week's Founders Chat. I have to actually talk to district about what mods can do. Because if you are a seller and you want someone to be a mod, we can organize that for you so that you have someone who is supporting you in the ways that modding can support you. We haven't had any hecklers. I haven't seen bad juju, which I like to think is because I put out good energy, but it will happen eventually where there will be someone who's in the comments and we just need that person. So that's what's great about modding. So if you have an SOS and that Grace Life is in your live, she can probably figure it out and help you and block accordingly. Another onboarding before June 28th. Okay, so you can sign up again. But I will suggest, or I will say that my videos are better than any onboarding. When you guys sign up to be a seller, to be a live seller, you do have to go now through a district onboarding call. And I want you guys to message me if you're interested in that. But I will promote it at some point in the seller chat so that you can sign up. I've been taking things a little slow just so that I can manage everything accordingly. But you guys can go through that onboarding whenever. Just message me to get the link to sign up. And then I have an hour of actual videos that I have created for you guys to show you how to use the back end. Those are going to be more helpful, I think, because you can go back to them. The third thing is that anyone who's a live seller that wants to run a test, and I will message you, Cherie, and encourage you to do this, is that you just go live with the subject line test. And then you have no one who knows. Like the platform isn't alerted. And you go live and you can play around on your own and you can understand how everything works and you can make your mistakes beforehand without there actually being a crowd. So that's a nice thing, is that you can just go live and no one knows. What else? Shipments. So this was kind of one of the priorities of this call, and I'm about to announce what July's theme is. So stay tight, guys, and that's the train theme. It's going to be great. So when you guys make your sales, this on dashboard is or on desktop is where you want to go. You cannot access your shipments with the iPhone app, to my knowledge. They might have changed that because some people can use their iPhones or their devices and actually send to their printers, but I believe currently it's only on desktop. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. So essentially, let's pretend that you just made this sale. What you're going to do is click view, and I wish I had like a fresh sale here, but you're going to be able to actually create the shipping label. I wish I could create a sale for you guys. I wonder if there's something here that I never... Here we go. Okay. So she actually bought her own necklace, which is really funny. So I gave Ojilia a refund. So you're going to click view. Okay. So this is a brand new sale. You just sold this necklace. You can do custom shipping, which is when you do shipping with another platform and you input the tracking number so that everything is cohesive, you're paid faster, the customer gets an alert, right? But I do recommend doing the shipping here in district. And the reason why, if you're doing USPS and not international, it's pretty much the same as Pirate Ship. You can actually create templates. So I have a couple of templates here. So the average piece of jewelry is going to be 3 to 7 ounces. My poly mailer is 6 by 4 by 1. I don't do insurance unless, say, that piece is a $300 item. I click Get Rates, and these are the rates shipping to where she is located in San Antonio, Texas, from where my return address is in Baltimore. So I can ship priority to make it a lot faster. I can do express to make it even faster. There's more options. Ground Advantage is what I'm going to choose. Media mail has always been very confusing for me. I believe media mail is only for books and CDs, and I would not use it. I'm not quite sure what the ramifications are if you use it. So for a few pennies more, I use USPS Ground Advantage. I create that label. All right. So I just created that label. I'm going to have to cancel this label because I just got charged for it. But you guys see everything is here, even the weight. That's my return address. And then I can print directly from here. And this is my label that was created thanks to District. Now, Odelia, she probably just got a message that I created the label and that the item is about to be shipped. She's going to be like, what the heck? What the heck are you doing? So what I'm going to do is somehow refund this to myself. I might actually have to contact District for this one because I'm not quite sure how to refund my own shipping label. That's something I'm not quite sure, guys. So I will figure that out. But that is the process for, I wonder if I can refund. Anyway, that might be something I need to figure out if you guys want to refund shipping labels. Now, you can also download packing slips, but you have to click the individual item. So you see how I just clicked this necklace? Download packing slips. Now, a packing slip is pretty popular with eBay because you put it into the package and it shows all the items. Oh, this one didn't load. Let's try another one. Hold on. Download packing slips. Maybe it's not working on my... there's nothing there. All right, I'm going to have to talk to District about that. If someone could try their own packing slips for me, I don't know if this is just my laptop. Sometimes it can be your device is tricky, but it's supposed to list out the items that that person bought from you within a, how do I say, one order bundle. So with that progressive shipping, it's creating a bundle so that you're shipping all those items out at once, and that packing slip will show them the items that they purchased from you. You can also end progressive shipping, which I think it's been too long to end progressive. Progressive shipping for someone's order, it continues for 7 days. So let's say I sell to Cassie today. Cassie buys something from me, right? My progressive shipping is $1 per additional item. If she buys again from me in 5 days, it's $1. She's only being charged $1. So I want to make sure that I'm ending progressive shipping if I'm going to ship that item within a week. I wouldn't worry too much about it, but just as a heads up for everyone, it's a great advantage for the buyer. Now, why it works for us. Imagine that you guys start to do a Saturday night sale and a Wednesday morning sale. Progressive shipping continues to be open. You tell your customers, hey guys, I still have progressive shipping open. So if you bought from me Saturday and you buy from me Wednesday morning, it's just going to be $1 each item or 50 cents each item. And that's really great. And that makes it really easy for you to continue to incentivize your buyers. So again, I want to make sure that the packing slips are working. I'm glad that we're doing this together because I personally haven't printed out packing slips. I tend to do it with eBay. I don't know why. I guess with eBay, I feel like it's preferred. But again, if you have someone who buys 10 items from you, that packing slip is nice because it reminds you all the items to put in your package. And raise your hand if you've made a mistake and forgot to put something in a package. I have done it. I have made shipping mistakes. The most important thing as a seller is to take ownership of your mistakes, to prioritize the customer service for that customer. I recently shipped something to Canada that was supposed to go to Texas. Don't ask. Don't ask. I know that individual and I paid her extra. I said, hey, please grab a coffee on me to ship it to Texas. So I did lose more money, obviously. My profit margin was smaller, but I made the mistake. And I know I made the mistake because I was shipping so many things at once. So my other honest advice to avoid the mistakes is to be as meticulous as possible, to try to focus on one package at a time. I know it can be hard if you sell 30 items in a live sale, which with jewelry, you probably will. We're going to sell volume here on District. And you're just like, oh my God, I'm sad. But take your time. I will say as an admin, again, this is or as owner of the platform, this is your business. I suggest shipping out within a week. But if you've got vacation and all of these things are happening, just let the customer know best you can. Just be like, hey, I'm sorry, I haven't shipped it yet. But don't worry, it's coming. You know, it's on its way, so that they don't think that you just don't care about them. And you know, the most amazing thing about what we are building is that we are building know, like, trust, and you want your customers to come back. You want your customers to trust you so that they keep buying from you, and that makes your life as a seller easier. So just keep in communication. I'm not gonna, message people and be like, hey, you didn't ship. I do have one little issue right now where I noticed that someone didn't ship out their items using District. So I was going to talk to her and be like, hey, are you using another platform? Make sure you put your tracking information in District. And I noticed that on the back end. But besides that, guys, we understand. We're all very busy. Just stay in communication. Mine is blank too, baby, because it was already shipped. Okay. That must be it. Okay. I mean, I don't mind that. I guess that's a smart move on their part. Thank you, Cassie, so much. I'm so excited for your sale tonight. Okay, so I have to go. So my final announcement, and my foot just fell asleep. Does that happen to you guys? My final announcement, as I stretch out my foot, is our train for July. So we are doing one train per month. You do not have to participate in the train if you have a live sale, but I encourage you, if you've booked a live sale the weekend of the train, to participate. I'm making it applicable, I think, to everyone. So the weekend of July 19th through 21st, the signed and silver train. So what does this mean? Our sellers that weekend will be showcasing signed pieces. So these are pieces that say Monet, Wise, Coro, Trifari, Napier. I'm trying to think of all the names. Miriam Haskell, all those names, right? Avon. And silver is sterling silver. Okay, so the 0.925, or I'm trying to think of another, if it just says sterling, because sometimes like the really older pieces say sterling. So what this means is that our buyers are going to get access to premium pieces of vintage jewelry. We want this to be a showcase of the best. So I encourage our sellers to do buy it now with best offer. I encourage our sellers to do auction. I encourage our sellers to say, hey, this is a sterling silver, blah, blah, blah. It's normally $150 on most platforms. I'm offering it for $75 today, just really to showcase some beautiful items at great deals. So signed and silver. Of course, there's going to be questions about what can be shown on the live. So I'm happy to answer those questions. And I like to remind my sellers, hey, 80%, stick to theme. If you want to throw in a few other items, it's fine. It's okay. I'm easygoing, but the signed and silver is to help all of us, because I want our buyers to be like, oh, I'm excited. These are some really great collector's items at great deals. I want to go to this train. This is so cool. This is specific. I am a Miriam Haskell collector, and this seller said that she's going to have a lot of Haskell, so I'm going to her live sale. Or I love sterling silver from Mexico, and this seller, she's going to have some great pieces from the 70s, and that's so exciting. This is so cool. So that's the energy. So July 19th through 21st. And it will be the same process. It'll be 90-minute live sales. If I feel like there's more energy with our sellers, I might add another time slot, which would probably be earlier in the day. I'm trying not to have two live sellers on at the same time. I just don't think we're large enough yet to support that. If we need to do that and the sellers are comfortable with it, awesome. That would be really cool. We'd have two people live at the same time, and you could have two tabs open, watching two live sales at once. But for now, I'm trying to have everyone have their, spotlight on stage. And yeah, that's our news, guys. So again, my name is Samantha and I'm founder of VintageJewelryAddicts.com. Thank you so much for being here. We just hit 2,000 members, which is so exciting. We have tons of sellers. We have a lot of backlogged applications. I will be accepting by Sunday night. And when I accept your application, I send you a message. So always check your messages so that you can connect with me there. I have messaged a lot of sellers that I've approved and they haven't messaged me back. So I'm just going to end on this. If you give me energy, I give you energy. If you're showing up, yeah, I will support you. I will slide you in. I will shout you out. I mean, it's simple, right? Like invest in where you want to be invested in. So, yeah, long story short, I would love to have you guys as sellers. We have space for you. We have time for you. And I think that if you make the investment, this place can be a really wonderful way to sell more vintage jewelry and to buy more vintage jewelry. Of course, I'm always focusing on the sellers, but it's the buyers that make this community great. So thank you to our buyers. Yeah, Robin. Amazing. Robin, I will take a look at your application again by Sunday because I'm just all the things. And Bobby Joe, welcome in. So guys, this will be a replay if you're tuning in now and you want to watch the beginning. This was longer than I thought. This is like a nice little training video. I have to hop on the subway. So you guys have a beautiful and a safe and a cool day. Okay. That's all the things. Oh, I know, right? I'm like, what am I doing right now? Am I breathing? Did I take a breath in that sentence? I haven't had breakfast yet, so I have to gotta go figure out what to eat. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Cassie will be kicking us off tonight at 5:50. She's incredible. Tune into her live sale. And then again, we will have Amy McChesney of South Jersey Mama at 9:30. All right, bye, guys.